Disco Camaro. Well, here it is, the Disco Camaro, as I like to call it. Just picked it up from Jersey. It's a 70. Notice the customized Street Machine logo and Dreamweaver dashboard. Very nice. Thing has about 100 coats of paint on it. But even so, it did manage to rust around the rear quarters. Got the giant Z28 spoiler molded in. A little rust on this side, not too bad. The doors swing pretty nice. The interior is peach. Not the original steering wheel, obviously, but it's a 4-speed car. Considering it's 49 years old, aside from the headliner, I can't complain. Pretty nice, no rust in the floors, at least that I could tell. Yeah, believe it or not, this used to have side pipes. The guy wanted to give them to me. They were kind of corroded aluminum side pipes. Here we got traction bars. I can't really get the bottom too good. There's like a little bit of surface rust. But all in all, it's not bad, I gotta say. Okay, obviously there was... And the one thing that wasn't in the car was the engine. And it came with a motor, which I have in the back of the truck. And it's supposedly rebuilt. The guy was a mechanic, and I'm hoping it runs. Guess I'll find out. Well, I don't know what this is. I guess all the seat cushion material. Man alive. I'm just taking off the gas sending unit here to see if the tank's still good, and not bad. I attribute that because it's been sitting since before they had alcohol in the fuel. The old gas was good stuff, man. It didn't damage anything. Alright, that looks alright. Okay, here we have a trunk pan. It says right here, 70 to 73 Camaro. The indent on the top lip here, where the tag is offset to the right side of the trunk. Go in the car, that dent, or bump for the rear axle, is offset to the left side of the car. Aftermarket panels, strike again. Just finished hammering out a couple of dents on the right quarter, front fender I should say, and thought I was all done. This here was hit pretty hard. It was like folded in. But now I just see there's a crease right underneath, right here. I totally missed that. So I'm going to fix that now. Don't mind the water dripping. It's right where I'm working here, but it is pouring out today. I just thought of noises, but here I am just using a dolly and a flat bar to get in between the tight spaces, and even a crowbar to like wedge out some of the indented areas. So this took a while, but you get the idea. Okay, here's an update. Pretty much have all the metal work done. Had it welded a little piece in there. Cleaned out all the rusty garbage. Welded in panels on the quarters. Welded in a new trunk pan. Another quarter here. Right into the bottom of the door. So I'm taking out the bolts for the subframe. 5 of them came out, no problem. They were really in bad shape. Obviously, they were gone. I mean, there's nothing left. But the last one, on this side, the nut is turning, which is welded to the frame. That nut is just spinning around. Where am I? Got the wrong one. It's the last subframe bolt. And I can feel it just spinning around, doing nothing. Alright, there's a captive nut holding the radiator support to the frame yet. There's a bushing there also, which I have to order. But it keeps spinning around in there, so I'm going to have to torch it. That's the method for loosening up rusty bolts when you can't do anything else. Goes. Well, you can see these bushings are pretty much gone. And the ones underneath the car on the subframe are shot too, so I ordered polyurethane high performance bushings. is. One subframe. So after tearing out the old bushings, I noticed the size of the hole, which is a little thin there, but that one's a little bit larger. This one got a little rust, very thin, rounded out, a little too big. And then there's this one, which someone already had wedged to these 3/16 plates in between there. So the more I dig, the more I find. And I was just going to paint this, scrape it off and paint this subframe, and now I gotta patch that up. One more thing. Looking a little better now. You can see all the dirt on the floor. Rust. So this one I left alone, and I tack welded some plates from the underneath side on that and that. That one I put a thicker one because the metal was pretty much gone, so I'll probably shim the other side to match if I need to. But that's definitely not going anywhere. This frame is pretty good, actually. It's not really that rusty. There's still paint underneath once I sanded off some stuff, but I'm gonna do the underside and then it's ready for paint. Okay, here's the obligatory unboxing video. Gotta have at least one. So let's do it. This is gonna be the grill, which I waited about 2 weeks from eBay to get. Starting to think they weren't gonna send it. Hopefully it's the right one here. It's supposed to be black with chrome around the edges. Oh yeah, that looks like the one. That looks like the one. Beauty. I think I'll cut it there for part one, and we'll take up with the fiberglass hood adjustments and installation and bondoing and sanding and fixing the trunk. The spoiler was all delaminating and all that good stuff on the body on the next part.